So, welcome to the Roundhouse, St. Patrick's Day 2018. Now, people say, what's the story with St. Patrick's Day? Well, it's really quite simple. An Irish person celebrating St. Patrick's Day would be the equivalent of a Native American celebrating the Trail of Tears, or a Jewish person celebrating Kristallnacht. St. Patrick represents Roman intolerance, well, Roman Christian intolerance, the pagans weren't too bad, of pagan religions, suppression of pagan spirituality, native culture, to bring it into the Roman fold. Now you may say, well, what proof do you have? Well, it's all in the history books. St. Patrick was an invention. He was invented by a bishop called Aid of Sletty, who was also a hermit, who commissioned a historian, called Nemuraku, a scribe, to invent an Irish evangelist called St. Patrick, patrician, and so forth. In the 8th century, about 400 years after St. Patrick was allegedly supposed to have been here, he wanted to consolidate the story of the conversion of Irish Christianity to a heroic evangelist type story. And so this character called St. Patrick was invented. What did St. Patrick represent? Almost certainly a military force or a diplomatic force that hired mercenaries to crush paganism, to murder the Druids. It's even in the official stories, the things of casting the Druids down at Croagh Patrick, Crom Cruach, the mountain of the Crom, the last pagan god of Ireland. It's stories of casting the Druids down, casting them down, throwing them into the sea off the cliffs at Downpatrick Head in County Mayo. And it goes on and on and on. It's bollocks. Now, St. Patrick's Day became a day because the ancient order of Hibernians, Freemasons, invented it in New York to stoke up trouble between Catholics and Protestants. Successful. And so it was just another Freemasonic bait and switch thing between Catholic Freemasons and Protestant Freemasons, blah blah blah, usual story. It became a public holiday in Ireland, I only think in the 1950s. Of course, like everything else, it's based on a Roman holiday known as Liberalia, March 17th. The feast day of the ejaculation of a boy for the first time was also the feast day for apprentices in ancient Rome, where they were given a day off to go get drunk and hurling for a day. So you're all even you ones who are Christians who think you're celebrating a Christian day are actually still celebrating a pagan day. But St. Patrick, sham. If you must celebrate today, have a nice day, but celebrate either Liberalia or celebrate the Crom. But don't celebrate St. Patrick, and don't celebrate destruction of pagan and native spirituality by the Roman Church, because it's a joke. And there was some tossbag. I posted the article that St. Patrick never existed. I put it down below. Some tossbag unionist up north claimed that I was a typical Catholic, and Catholics are known for making up false stories.